fucking banger. Yes! Today, we're going to be talking about E85 and flex fuel kits, if it's worth it for your build. Let me say this, Delicious Tuning is the people who helped me with my car, helped me tune my car, and taught me everything that I'm going to teach you guys, and then I have thrown in a little bit of knowledge of my own. So, hit that subscribe button. So dirty. Ugh. Alright, so you're probably saying, what the hell is E85 and why should I care? I'm going to break it down for you. So, E85 is a 85% mixture of ethanol, we're just going to say etho, and then 15% of gasoline and hydrocarbons. We're going to say hydrocarbs. So, basically what that means is you have 85% ethanol and then you have 15% gasoline. That's basically it. Now, the great thing about E85 is actually basically a 30% oxygen mixture and a 70% hydrogen mixture, which basically means you are pumping liquid oxygen into your car. And so basically, now that you've got yourself liquid oxygen, what that means for your car is your car doesn't actually have to pull as much air from the intake. Instead, you're pumping liquid oxygen into your car with ethanol. Now you're probably asking yourself, you're probably saying, Carl, why do we have this 15% here? And that's to help the E85 burn, because E85 or ethanol has a lower heat value than normal gasoline. Now, the only thing is with E85 is that it does have a lower BTU or British thermal unit or energy than gasoline. It's about 30% less than gasoline, which means you're basically just going to burn 30% more E85 than you would with gasoline, which means you'll just need more fuel. That's all. Not necessarily a bad thing, but for a daily driver, this is something to kind of keep in mind because you will burn more fuel on E85 than you will with normal fuel, but there are more advantages on E85 with the fact that you do gain more power. Okay, so now here's the part of the video that you're pretty much interested in. What is E85 gonna do for you? How is it gonna benefit your car? How can you run E85 on your car? And should you run E85 on your car? And I'm gonna answer all these questions for you today. All right, so I'm gonna go through the questions one by one and kind of answer all the main questions that I normally get. What is the flex fuel kit? The flex fuel kit is essentially a little sensor that kind of looks like this, and we're gonna put Delicious Tuning's logo on there. So basically it's a little sensor, and then there's a little module box that kind of comes with it. It has another D on it, yup. And so basically what that means is in my engine bay, we're gonna, I have a picture of this, I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. Okay, so you're gonna get your E85 flex fuel kit, and basically what it is it is a flex fuel sensor, and then you have the module. The module actually sits on the left side of the engine bay because it has a ground wire over here, and this is right on top of like your fuse box. Then you have 3 wires that come off of it, and one is a ground wire that's right here. One is a wire that actually plugs into where one of your O2 port sensors actually plugs in, and that's right here. And then the last wire runs all the way around the engine bay over to your driver's side, like where your coil would be, your strut tower, and it actually plugs into your fuel lines over here. So you're actually taking this sensor and you're plugging it into your fuel lines, and you're not replacing anything, you're just actually adding an additional section of hosing essentially, because this sensor communicates with this box and they go back and forth, and it tells your car and your ECU how much ethanol is actually running through the system, and it communicates with the ECU to tell your car how to react to it and how to adjust timing, valve timing, ignition timing, and things like that, so your car doesn't go kaboom. Now, one benefit that I do want to say of a flex fuel kit is that it does allow you to run a mixture of like 93 and E85. So let's say there's no E85 stations around me and I have half a tank of E85 and I say, hey, I want to put some gas in my car. I can stop at any gas station and just put 93 in there and my car will know how to react to it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Now you're probably sitting there wondering, okay, Carl, how does E85 make my car go vroom vroom? Now, E85 will make your car go vroom vroom once you have talked to a tuner. The tuner has to work in a tune lab, or whoever your tuner is, makes the tune in the tune lab. The tune lab creates the tune juice. We talked about this the last time. Now they create the tune juice, and the tune juice works for E85, and it'll work for 93, 91, whatever gas you have to put in your car, because we are talking about a flex fuel kit here. So basically now, you can run E85, 93, 91, whatever your car is tuned to be on. Like my car is tuned on 93 because that's what we have around here. So now I can run a mixture of 93, E85 in my car, which makes my car go vroom vroom. Now, if I just ran straight E85, my car goes more vroom vroom than what my car would on 93, only because of E85's knock resistance, which means you can push a whole lot more with E85 than you can on 93, and there's a whole lot of other science on that, but we're strictly talking about this. So E85 makes your car go vroom vroom, but it does take more gas. So your miles per gallon go up, and your actual gallons per mile go down. So that's pretty much the downfall of E85. Now, there is a lot of other people who do say like, oh, you need to upgrade your fuel injectors, your fuel pump, things like that. Highly recommended if you're doing fueling and stuff like that. Like, you know, if you're pushing different things through your fueling system. Okay, so the next thing you're probably saying to yourself is, Carl, everyone tells me that if I want to run E85, I have to have special lines, a special fuel pump, special injectors, and all this jazz. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to tell you right now that me, Cruddy Carl, have been running E85 in my car for roughly around a year and haven't had any problems. But that doesn't mean that I won't take the precautions on upgrading my fuel system, only because that kind of just future-proofs me just in case anything has happened. I do know plenty of people who've run E85 in their car and only E85 and haven't had any problems when they're on stock injectors and stock fuel pumps. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take the time to at least upgrade them just so that you're future-proofing yourself. I do plan on upgrading my fuel pump and fuel injectors, which means I will need a retune, which I will go to my boys over at Delicious Tuning. So to answer that question, if you have the money, spend the extra money, buy a new fuel pump, buy new injectors, and do everything kind of correctly so it kind of future-proofs you so that when you do decide to go for more power and boost and things like that, you can. You don't have to worry about it. So you're probably sitting there, you already know what E85 is, you know what the flex fuel kit is, so you're probably saying to yourself, is it worth it? The answer, short answer, yes. If you plan on running E85, I definitely recommend getting an E85 flex fuel kit, because that allows you to run different fuels in your car so that you aren't stuck on the side of the road trying to find an E85 station that's 20 miles away and you only have 10 miles worth of gas. But that is all dependent on your build plans. Don't go out and spend a buttload of money or spend money on things that you don't need if it's not going to benefit you. I would say definitely do your research, figure out where you want to go with your build so that it can help you decide if, you know, hey, buying a flex fuel kit is going to benefit me. But I wouldn't say buy one just to say you can run E85 in your car. Okay, so let's talk about the tuning process and tuning on E85 and things like that. Now, I'm not a scientist or anything like that. I don't work in a tune lab and I don't make tune juice. But I do know people who do, and they've explained the process to me, and it's fairly simple. So my car, when I tuned my car on E85, went to the station, poured it up, started my car, everything was fine. So then I would go on the street and I would do pulls from, I think it was like 2,000 RPMs all the way to red line, and I'd send my data logs over to Delicious Tuning and they'd make their changes. It's a fairly simple process, and there's two ways you can do it. You can do street tuning, you can do dyno tuning. Oh, and then you can also do like off-the-shelf tunes. Personally, me, I like to go with Delicious Tuning because they made a tune that was specifically for my car in the conditions where I live. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If this video was helpful to you, hit that subscribe button, because like I said, I'm only 250 away, and you can make that number just one less by hitting that subscribe button. If this video was helpful, let me know. If you guys have any questions, or you want to know what direction you kind of want to go, ask me. I have no problems helping you or helping you fine tune that can get you the answers or anything like that. But hopefully I was able to help you guys and give you guys a little extra knowledge today. And yeah, stay home. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.